Welcome to another video by Nahid. Thank you for watching my previous videos. Today we are going to talk about read aloud. Okay, we're going to talk about read aloud. Today I'm going to answer why you get 15 speaking, 14 speaking, sometimes you get 35 in speaking after trying everything. You've practiced so much and you still get 35 and 40. Okay, today that is what this class is about. Okay, I am going to talk about very specifically today about read aloud. I will try to make sure that you get 90. You don't have to go to any teacher. Just watch this video, try it out, give your PT exam and you can get 90. Okay, so before we start, okay, every time we first need to understand some basic facts. Facts are important, okay? It doesn't contribute to your PT scoring, but it does help you to understand what the question is and how you should be dealing with this question. So what is read aloud? Okay, read aloud is that you will get a paragraph and you need to read each paragraph. Okay, sounds pretty simple, you know. Every one of you, okay, who's watching this video, we can all read, isn't it? Okay, we can all read. But the question is, we need to read in such a way that PTE software is going to give you a 90. Okay, I am not going to teach you, okay, the strategies, how to speak and all that, but I just want to point out the mistakes that you guys do, okay, and why you get 40 in the PT exam. Now listen up, here are the facts on your screen. Okay, so you will get 6 or 7 of these questions in the PT exam. Okay, and you will get a practice time before you start answering the question. Okay, now the practice time will vary between 30 to 45 seconds. Okay, so usually you get a combination of 4. These are 30, 35, 40, 45 seconds. The practice time will depend on the length of the paragraph. Okay, so every read aloud is different. Okay, they might give you some difficult words in there, they might give you a long paragraph in there, they might give you a short paragraph. Regardless the case, okay, you will get 4 different types of practice time. Now if you ask me, okay, in just one sentence, can you tell me how I can get 19 in this section? Okay, it's causing me a problem. Well, the most basic thing, okay, the most basic thing is, if you want to get 90 in read aloud, which contributes to your reading score, I'm saying again, it contributes to your reading score. Okay, if you want to get that reading score, you need to speak in a certain pace, okay, without any pause. Okay, in a certain pace you need to speak. So in this case I'll probably say, in one sentence I'll probably say that read from A to Z. Okay, so A to Z, okay, read the whole paragraph in half of the bar. Now it's very hard to count the half of the bar, to be honest. You won't have any scale during the PT exam, right? You won't have any scale. So just with your eye measurement, you need to speak half of the bar. Okay, A to Z, without any hesitation, you need to speak half of the bar. Now when I say half of the bar, you don't have to be exact 50%. So I would probably say anywhere between 40 to 70% of the bar. Without any hesitation, you should get your score. Some of us, okay, like I'm originally from Bangladesh, but some of you are from India or Vietnam, okay, or Colombia, okay, wherever you're watching this video, some of us, we have problem with our pronunciation, isn't it? We're not perfect. But in the PT exam, if you still make pronunciation mistake, you can still get 90. Okay, but as long as you need to remember, you do not make any hesitation. Okay, now guys, if you look in my screen, okay, here is a perfect example of a read aloud that you get in your PT exam. Now the question that I've given you right now, it's a very small one. I just want to point out what do I mean by speaking from A to Z in 50% of the time, or 50% of the bar, sorry, 50% of the bar. Okay, this is the speed that I'll be speaking. Our major conclusion is that current measure needs to be revised. It no longer provides an accurate picture of differences in extent of economic poverty among population groups, geographic areas of the country, nor an accurate picture of the trends over time. Now, guys, I might have mispronounced one word here and there, but if you notice, I did not make any hesitation. I might have made pauses because I need to take some breathing, but I did not hesitate. Okay, so this is probably a ideal speed that we would like to do, but again, this is what you need to remember, that please do not make any hesitation. Now, some basic techniques that I need to explain. Okay, so look at on the board. So there are 1, 2, 3, okay, and you got that 4 over there. So there are 4 basic techniques that you need to keep in mind when you are doing read aloud. Now, one thing I just want to mention, that read aloud carries your reading score. Okay, so it's very important that we read in such a way that we do get that reading score. Now remember that read aloud carries almost, okay? This question to question it might vary, but on average it carries about 30 to 35 marks. Okay, now sometimes you get 34, 33, but regardless the case, question to question or exam to exam, it varies, but it carries between 30-35 marks. Now that's a lot of marks. Okay, that's a huge marks in reading. So you need to keep it in mind that read aloud, you do need to take it seriously. Now read aloud is easy. Okay, you just need to know, okay, what you need to do. That software, the PT software, gives you a 90. That's all you're gonna do. Okay, that's the trick that I'm trying to teach you. Okay, you all can read. Okay, there's no problem at all. Okay, every one of you who's watching this video, you can all read. Okay, there's no problem. I'm sure your pronunciation is okay or not that bad, but I just want to show you a trick that's going to give you a 90. So here are these options. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 options. Fluency is your first priority. Okay, so please do not hesitate. That's what I just said. Do not hesitate. Speak. Try to finish between 40 to 70% of that bar. Okay, or 50% of that bar. That's what I want. Okay, number 2. Okay, when you hear, because when you get that practice time, okay, before that beep, so after the practice time, you do hear beep saying beep. Okay, before that beep, whether you get 30, 35, 40, 45 seconds, I would like you to read at least once. Okay, please, at least once. If you do not read, okay, if you do not read, what's going to happen is that when the beep turns on, or the mic turns on in this case, when you start speaking, you will hesitate for sure. Even you speak, okay, like quietly, like that doesn't help. Okay, you're speaking too quiet. So speak as if you are going to speak loud. When the mic turns on, the way you need to speak loud when the mic turns on, speak in that same volume during that practice time. Okay, think about it. Like, so for example, when India, okay, I'm just saying, you know, when India is going to play for the World Cup, right? They have a lot of practice matches, aren't they? Yeah, practice match. So think that that practice time in read aloud is your practice match. Okay, you get to know, okay, what are the bowlers, you know, how they're bowling, okay, what I need to do, I mean, what is the ground like, and things like that. So think in that way. This is also your practice time. Okay, think in a way that when the mic will turn on, how I need to speak. Okay, if you can get all your problems out in that practice time, when the mic turns on, you'll see that it's 10 times easier. I promise you, it's 10 times easier. Now, in this practice time, what do you do? Okay, so that's the question. What do I do in the practice time? Okay, what do I need to read? Do I read everything? Everything, if you can, perfect. Okay, it's perfect. But if you cannot read everything, at least I would like you to look the difficult words. Okay, you will find, okay, PTE is going to give you difficult words. Okay, hard word, hard word, hard word, hard word, and so on. All the hard words, keep it in mind. Okay, these words I cannot pronounce. Okay, Also look for words that ends with S and ED. Okay, so what I would like you to do in S and ED words, I would like you to speak them out loud. So for example, the word cat, if I put an S at the end, cats, cats, that S has to be louder. ED, play, played. So say it louder, played, cats. So any S words you find on that passage, okay, say them out loud. And any difficult words you find in that passage, I would like you to skip them. Okay, now those who's giving PTE for the first time, you're like, are you crazy? I'm going to skip words? Okay, I'm going to lose marks. But the PTE question doesn't work in that way. Okay, that's what you need to understand. If you make mistakes, okay, like for example, when you're using different platform, when you're practicing in different softwares, you get red words, don't you? You get red words. So at least I'm going to say 80% of the words has to be in green color or blue color. Okay, or in this case, what I'm trying to say is basically 80% of the words has to be okay. 20% of the words you can make mistake. No problem. No one's perfect. None of us are perfect. Okay, we're learning English from a second language point of view. So we are not perfect, but yes, we are going to make pronunciation mistake. But the good thing about the PT exam, if you make pronunciation mistake, you can still get 90. So keeping that in mind, all the hard words, skip it. Okay, just totally skip it. I'll give you an example. I will show you. I don't want you to go after the difficult words. Okay, all right. I would like to show you an example that how I speak during the PT exam, okay, and what I do for the practice time and how I speak. So imagine that if you look at the question in front of you, okay, if you got the question in front of you, have a look. So this is I chose one of the most easiest one of all, first of all. So yes, there are difficult questions in there in the PT exam, but I just want to start with an easy one, then I'll talk about the difficult questions as well. Now, if you look, that this question is a 35-second task, okay? So this is a 35-second task. Now, what I would like you to do is that see what I'm doing, okay? So 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm looking at the I'm doing a little bit of reading. Public demand for education. Okay, I found the word with ED. Remained. Okay, reflecting importance, education. Oh, I found another one with S. Means. Aware, social value, education, world of the work, government continues. Continues. Education system, produce, ED. Qualified. Okay. Can you see there's a word called competent in there? Yep, on your screen, competent. Imagine that word I don't know. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to skip it. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress. Aware of the social value of education to the world of the work, the government continues to innovate and update the education system in order to produce a qualified and workforce. Have you noticed that I just completely jumped from and to workforce? I just skipped that hard word, okay? So try to skip the difficult words, okay? Remember, 20% words, you can get it wrong, okay? So take it easy. Enjoy your reading, okay? Now I'm going to play another version, okay? I'm going to play another version now. So this is a girl her name is Param. She's from Punjab, okay? I just want to tell you why she would get a 90, okay?
Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress. Aware of the social value of education to the world of the work, the government continues to innovate and update the education system in order to produce a qualified and competent workforce.
Okay. Now the question is, why is this audio a 90? Okay, ask yourself. Number one, did you hear or did you feel that there was any hesitation? Yep, no, right? She did not make any hesitation. That's number one. That's probably the biggest one. Number two, Are her words clear? Did you understand her most of the words she said? Probably you're going to say yes, I did. All right, that's number 2. And one more thing, number 3. When she was speaking, did she go up and down? Okay, up and down. So when you speak, there has to be a bit of intonation and stress. Even if you notice me, when I speak to you guys, sometimes my volume goes up, my volume comes down. Okay, up and down. Okay. So this is also very important, but yes, I'm going to talk about up and down, okay, more and more in the coming slides. Okay, this is probably the most important slide of today's class, okay, that I'm going to discuss. Now the question is, those who's given PT exam, okay, so those who given PT exam and you have not got your desired score, especially when it came to speaking, this is the thing that I hear all the time from students. I have practiced all the template. I'm getting very good score in the PT, in the software, but why in PT exam I got a low score? Okay, I practice everything. I follow the template. My reading is low, my listening is low. So why is that? Okay, so that comes down to this point. Okay, this point. Listen very, very carefully. There is not any video you'll find in the YouTube that talk about these things. Okay, what I'm saying, these are all from experience. Okay, this is what I've observed. Okay, and we've been implementing this for the last 4 or 5 years. So listen up. Okay, this is to all my students. Okay, listen up. Why you get low score after practicing everything? You got only 30s and 40s and 50s in your PT exam. So there are a few points. Number 1. Okay, number 1 is that you speak too fast. Okay, you speak too fast. That's your first thing you do. Okay, because you know why that happens? Because when I told you, okay, when you speak, finish 50% of the bar, you're like, okay, if I need to speak 50% of the bar, that means I need to speak fast. This is what you understood. Okay, totally wrong. This is what you understood. So this is the way you speak. Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress, aware of the social value of education to the world of the work. Hang on, wait, slow down. Why are you speaking so fast? Who told you to speak so fast? Okay, you're probably thinking that, or maybe if I speak fast, I will not stop, I will not hesitate. Okay, that's the reason I'm speaking fast. But it does not help, because if you speak too fast, the software did not catch your words. Okay, as a result, you lost your marks. So speaking too fast doesn't help. Okay, now reason number 2 why you don't get your score. Now I have a student. Okay, she was here. I mean, her last time her speaking score, her PT score, her reading is 88. Okay, her writing was 82, listening was 84, speaking was only 64. Oof, only 64. Now, you know why she didn't get her score? Okay, so she knows that speaking too fast doesn't give you score. So what she did, this is what she did, okay, in the exam. Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress. Who told you to speak that slow? Okay, who told you to speak that slow? Okay, so do you understand? Speaking too fast, it's going to put your score down. Speaking too slow, going to put your score down. So you can't do that. Okay, not fast, not slow. So these are one of the most common reasons that you don't get your score. Now this is the 2 common ones. Okay, third one, I think 80% of you who's watching me right now, you fall into this, especially boys. Okay, I'm letting you know, boys, you fall into this group. Okay, this is the way you speak. Okay, have a look. Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as means of social progress, aware of the social value of education to the world of the work, the government continues to innovate and update the education system in order to produce a qualified, competent workforce. Now, what happened here? This is what you guys do, okay? If you're watching this video and you're thinking, okay, why I didn't get my score, this is the way you spoke. Now tell me, what's the problem here? Okay, my words are clear. Why I still didn't get my score? This is called flat tone, okay? Simple language, you're not happy with your life. That's what it means. You're not happy with your life, okay? And you're speaking in this way, okay? There is no intonation and there is no stress. So listen again. Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress. My life is so boring. I'm watching this video so that I can get some good score. This is the way you speak, okay? You need to put some up and down, okay? If you do that, you get intonation and stress. That's basically called, okay, we call it reading with meaning, okay? Reading with meaning, okay? It's like your heartbeat. It goes up and down, up and down. So here's an example with intonation and stress, okay? Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress. Aware of the social value of education to the world of the work. Have you noticed I'm going up and down, up and down? Now, you might ask the question that, okay, which word should I go up and down, up and down? Doesn't matter, okay? Absolutely doesn't matter. Just fake it, okay? Some of you sing in the bathroom, don't you? Okay, when you're in the bathroom, showering, and then singing, right? Do the same thing here. Just sing. Simply just sing, okay? Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress, aware of the social value of education to the world of the work, okay? Up and down, up and down. If you do this, okay, this is what we call, so if you notice that even I'm speaking, if I'm going up and down, I did not make any pause, right? So that's very important, okay? No pause, words has to be a little bit of clear, and you need to go up and down, okay? If you can do that, excellent, okay? Remember, speaking too flat doesn't give you any score. Next point, everybody, next point. Now, chewing up the words, okay? What is chewing up the word? This is what you do. Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress. Aware of the social value of education at the world of the work, the government continues to innovate I did not understand what you said. So that means, you know what's happening here? You are keeping your words inside, okay? Why this happens, okay? It's because you're probably trying to be too polite when you speak, okay? You don't want to disturb others, so you don't open up your mouth too much. Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance. No. This is called chewing up. Open up your mouth. Open up. Okay? Open up your mouth. Public demand for education has remained strong. Imagine that there's a room full of 50 people. You're giving presentation. Okay? When we do a presentation in schools, universities, isn't it? Don't we speak loud? Okay? So when you do read aloud, try to speak a little bit loud, as if you're speaking room of 30, 40, 50 people. Okay? So keep that in mind. So chewing up words gives you low score. Okay? Next point. This is a very common one, but again, some of you do this. So here's the version of it. Have a look. Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress. Aware of the social value of education to the world of the work, the government continues to innovate and update the education system in order to produce a qualified. So, do you see? Making pauses multiple times, okay? Multiple times, repeating the words, hesitating everywhere. This will give you scores. Now, most of you you already know that if you make pauses, if you repeat, hesitate, that gives you low score. I know that you don't do this too much, but the newcomers, okay, without any preparation, going to the PT exam, they do repeat a lot, they do multiple pauses. That's their problem. It's not everybody who does this, but there are newcomers, okay, who doesn't know what PT is, how to speak read aloud. You guys speak in this format, okay? Just letting you know. One more, okay? This is specifically to the girls only, okay? Only girls, you speak in this way, okay? And as a result, you don't get score. Now, some of you probably heard about the pitch, okay? Pitch means I'm probably going to say the voice. So, for example, the way I'm speaking right now, okay? This is probably my normal pitch level would be 100, 140, okay? As a boy, okay, a male in this case. Now, if I want to lower my voice to probably, let's just say 120 or 180, okay, my voice would sound like this. Hello, how are you? Welcome to Brisbane PTE. Have you noticed? So I have lowered my pitch. Now, if I want to increase it, okay, that means from 140, if I want to bring it to 220, 230, 240, I want to speak in a thin voice, okay, or some people call it a female tone. Hi, how are you today? Welcome to Brisbane PTE Study Centre. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, so that's called high pitch. Hi. Lower pitch. Hi. My normal pitch. Hi. Okay, so these are called pitch level. Now, PT software does not pick high pitches that are above 230 hertz, okay? For most of the cases, it doesn't. So I'm talking about girls, you know, those who probably, you know, like you practiced in App Uni software, any other software, okay? Language Academy, any softwares, you are getting a good score, but they do not detect your pitch, okay? So if you have very high pitch, girls, I mean, it's very normal that you have a high pitch, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that the PT software doesn't pick the high pitch. That's the problem here, okay? Public demand for education has remained strong, reflecting the importance of education as a means of social progress. See? That's too hard for me, but a high pitch does not picked up by the PT software. So what we say, download a software. If I can put that on my screen, okay? Download a software. Voice Tool, okay? So Voice Tool is the software that you do need to download, okay? And when you practice read aloud, click that on your phone and check every time you finish, what's your score, okay? What's your score? I mean, pitch level. Is it 220, 210, whatever? Everyone has a different pitch level, okay? Everyone has a different pitch level. But ideally, we want 200. Whether you're a girl, whether we wanted 200. Now, the question is, does everyone who's watching this video, you need to lower your pitch? No, you don't, okay? It's not for everybody. I'm just reminding you, this video is for people who did not get PT score. They got 40s and 50s, okay? This is your solution. You got 40 and 50. You tried everything. You didn't get your score. That means, what do I do? What do I do different that's going to give me a 90, okay? It's for you, okay? You need to lower your pitch to 200. If you can do 200, I promise you, you're going to get your score. I promise you, you're going to get your score, okay? Lower it to 200. And those who got 90, okay, or you got 60, 70, 80, please do not lower your pitch. Whatever you're doing, the way you're doing it, absolutely fine, okay? Absolutely fine. It's for people, just to tell you, it's for your friends who did not get their desired score in the PT exam. For you guys, lower your pitch to 200, okay? No matter what you're doing, the way you speak, everything's fine. Just lower it down. You'll see your reading score and your listening score just jumping. It's just jumping, okay? So one more. This is the last one, and this is the most, I'm going to say, argumental, okay, debatable topic in speaking, okay? So can you see on my screen all the logos, okay? So let's start from my left. I can see App Uni. I can see PT tutorial over there, okay? Language Academy. I've got the Alpha as well, PT tools, and we've got our own IWA as well, okay? So there's 6 different tools for speaking. I mean, there's so many, but I picked the most popular ones. Now, the thing that's happening, every one of you is watching this video, okay? You probably practice, some of you practice in App Uni, some of you practice in Language Academy, some of you practice in IWA, okay? Some of you practice in Alpha, PT tools, and so on. And there's 10 other softwares that I did not mention. Some of you practice in those questions as well. Now the question, the first that everyone asks, which is the best one? To be honest, the answer is all of them are fine, okay? Each and every one that you uses are fine. There's no problem with any of the softwares, okay? And those who made this software, they tried their level best so that they get the score goes as close to possible as the PT software, okay? And no one's going to say that our software is bad anyway. So they will try to get close to the PT software. Now, the problem is these guys or these companies, they did not sit together and said, okay, hey guys, let's all come to an agreement, okay? If a student speaking this way, we will give them 70 marks, 80 marks, 60 marks, 50 marks, okay? They did not sit together. Every company has their own way of evaluating your score, all right? Now, if you get in App Uni, I'm just giving an example, in App Uni in Read Aloud, if you get 72, okay, in the PT exam, you will get 90. So that means their 72 is equal to 90 in the PT exam, all right? Now, if you practice in IWA, for example, if you get 78, their 78 is equal to 90 in the PT exam. If you practice in Language Academy, if you get again 77 in their score, or in their platform, you'll get 90 in the PT exam. So the benchmark that I'm talking about here, it's different, okay? It's different. What you guys are doing is that the way you practice in App Uni, okay, to get 72, when you do the same thing in Language Academy software or IWA or PT tools or in Alpha, you don't get the same score. You say that, oh, App Uni gave me 72, but when I practice in PT tools, it gave me 85. Which one should I believe? Should I speak in this way? Should I speak in that way? You get confused. So speaking in multiple platforms, practicing in multiple platforms will get your score down because you're confused. You're not really sure what gives you the right score, okay? So I would probably say stick to one platform, okay? They're all good. Just stick to one platform. Yes, what you can do, okay? If you get a score like, for example, in IWA, for example, I'm just saying one of the softwares that you get 68, okay? Call the customer service, call them up or knock them and say, I'm getting 68 in your platform, okay? What's that equal to the PT exam score? Okay, what's the average score? If you're practicing App Uni, just call them up and say, okay, I'm getting 65 all the time, no matter what I do. Okay, what does this 65 means in the PT exam? Okay, they will tell you. Okay, they will tell you. So it's very important you stick to one platform. Okay, you stick to one platform and you practice in that way. Okay guys, now I did now mention in the last few minutes, okay, what are the reason you're getting low score? Okay, what are the reason you're getting low score? Now I'm going to show you, okay, what you need to do, okay, because you got 30, you got 40, you got 50. I'll keep on saying it again. You got 30s, 40s and 50s in your PT exam, right? Now what should I do from today, from watching this video, so that I get 90 in the PT exam? Okay, what should I do? Number one, check the countdown. You know the countdown time? 40, 39, 38, 37, 36. Check the countdown time, okay? In the progress bar. That's your first job, okay? Keep your eyes open. You got like 30, 35 seconds, 40 seconds. Check the countdown bar. As you're checking it, look for ED, okay, S words and difficult words and say them out loud, okay? In difficult words, yes, you can skip it. S and ED, you're going to say them out loud. That's going to be your intonation and stress a little bit, okay? And yes, you can pronounce the difficult words, but I would just say just skip it, okay? Just skip it. The most important thing that will give you from today will give you a very good score is that you need to read in chunk of words, a group of words together in pitch level of 200 hertz. Do you remember the 200 hertz I said? Okay, whether you are a girl, whether you are a boy, you need to speak close to 200 hertz, okay, and reading in chunks of words. If you can do that, I promise you'll get your score, okay? I promise you, you will get your score. No one in the world can stop you. I promise you. All right. And remember, when you're reading chunk of words, please do not make any hesitation. All right. So first thing first, let's go step by step. On your screen, can you see that the first 40-second, I'm looking for words that ends with ed, okay, ends with s, okay. That's seen in front of you. So you can see on the first line that I saw ed word played. Then you can see that I've seen a word with worked, wires, okay, inventions, Edisons, okay. So you can see that I have scanned S and ED words, okay. My next step is that are there any difficult words that I can't pronounce? Yes, there is, okay. The word paramount, okay. I might not able to spell that word. That's an unfamiliar word. Skip it. Okay, diligently. Maybe I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'll skip it. I'll not even read it. Keep that in mind. Imagine that word is not there. All right, keep that in mind. All right, now reading in chunk of words. So can you see that I have broken down, or yeah, part by part, the whole paragraph into chunk of words, okay? You need to imagine that if you see in front of your screen, as the inventor of alternating current technology, okay? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. So these 7 words, okay, you need to imagine they're all together as one word. That's how you need to speak that 7 word. Here is an example. As the inventor of alternative current technology, I'm not trying to speak fast or anything. I'm just trying to say 7 words together as one. Here we go again. As the inventor of alternative current technology. Okay? Earlier you used to read as the inventor of alternative current technology. No, not anymore. We need to change our strategies. 200 hertz. Remember that pitch level. And you need to imagine these 7 words as one. Okay, you can make 5 into 1, you can make 6 into, there's no rules for that, but the idea is lots of words together as one. Okay, so in this case I just did 6 words, okay, which I felt that I can do. So it's 7 words which I can do. So I'm doing again one more time. As the inventor of alternative current technology. So if you look at my next part, okay, you'll see that the next part, you can see the word played is there. Okay, I've colored it. The word paramount, I cannot pronounce it, so I will skip the word in red and I'll read rest of the part. So here it goes like this. Nikola Tesla played a role. So if I say quickly or naturally, Nikola Tesla played a role. I skipped that word. So now we'll read all the full sentence together in chunk of words, okay? In 3 parts. As the inventor of alternative current technology, Nikola Tesla played a role in the electricity used to power the entire world. Have you noticed that? What you guys usually do, okay, the reason you're making a mistake or you're getting low score, as the inventor of alternative current technology, Nikola Tesla played a role in the electricity used to power the entire world. Now, it's not wrong, but this is how you spoke in the PT exam and you didn't get your score. So we're trying to change the strategy, right? So remember, you need to read 5-6 words together. It's okay. We call it basically chunking the words. Some people call it grouping the words together. And if you do this, you get a really good score, okay? And automatically the speed goes up, okay? And you finish 50% time of the bar. Do you remember the first thing I said? 50% of the bar that you need to complete. This is the way it works. So I'll read the full paragraph now in chunk of words, and C. Okay, grouping the words together. Remember, grouping the words means 5, 6 words together as one. Okay, 3, 2, 1. As the inventor of alternative current technology, Nikola Tesla played a role in the electricity used to power the entire world. Tesla also on a dream of supplying electricity power without wires. Thomas Edison was also instrumental in shaping society today with his Edison design of his inside the bulb of the crucial key. I have missed 1 or 2 words in there, but I said most of the words. Okay, I did not make any hesitation, and that's what's going to give me a score. Okay, so if I'm going to do one live example in front of you right now. This question is called As We Progress, and see what score I get in the software. So I always use the software Iowa. Okay, Iowa is a pretty good software. That doesn't mean that the software that you guys use, okay, some of you use in different platforms, they're bad. They're all good, okay, but I'm just used to this software. That's what I'm doing it. So here we go again. 3, 2, 1. As we progress into the 21st century, communications are becoming faster and faster. Think of millions of different media images you are bombarded with every day. It is important now to be able to read and make sense of those images, as it's being able to read ordinary text. Okay, that's the speed that you need to speak. Okay, so can I repeat again one more time what you're supposed to do? Okay, because you did not get your score number 1, remember, you need to speak in 200 hertz, whether you're male or female. Okay, you need to speak in chunk of words and try to finish in 50% of the bar. It should work. I promise you it should work. Okay, do this for Read Aloud. Same thing, the same concept will come in your describe image, retell lecture, and the same concept will come in repeat sentence. This is not a repeat sentence class, but I would like to mention that repeat sentence, when you're saying 4, 5, 6 words together, I mean, when you say them together, like all 6 words as one, you will see you get a pretty good score as well. Yes, 200 hertz applies in that format as well. Okay, so one more recap, everybody, why you don't get PT score. Number 1, you speak too fast. Number 2, you speak too slow. Number 3, you speak too flat. Okay, the flat that we changed today, that's 200 hertz. That's going to change your flatness. Number 3, you chew up your words. Okay, lecture describe. Okay, you chew up your words. Number 4, lots of pauses, repetitions, and hesitation. And last one is your pitch. Okay, pitch, bring it down to 200 words. Okay, sorry, 200 hertz. Please try this. Okay, it will work. Okay, so I'm just giving an example. Those are using Language Academy, PT tools, App Uni. Okay, the same concept, or even you're using Alpha PT or you're using Iowa. Just remember, have your phone, okay, with that app ready to check your pitch level. Okay, speak in chunk of words together. Try to finish 50% of the bar. Okay, it should work. If it doesn't work, then always you can text me back, and you will see you'll get your score. Everybody, I hope you are now confident that you know what you made mistake, what are those options that you made mistake, and you know what to do. Number 1, okay, you need to speak in 200 hertz. Number 2, okay, you need to speak in chunk of words. And number 3, you need to speak, okay, in half of the bar. Okay, if that should work. That's when student gets 40s and 30s, they come to me, and that's how we make them practice, and they get quickly jumping from 30 and 40 jumping to 90. Okay, if you didn't get your score, come back to me. I will show you, I will point out the mistakes, and you will see either you speaking way too fast, way too slow, flat tone, you're chewing the words, pausing, you're not saying 200 hertz. Okay, so this is the problem that you guys have. And those who already getting 90 and 80, for you guys, you don't have to worry about it. Just remember, read naturally. That's what we call it. Read naturally, speaking half of the bar or a little bit more than half of the bar. That's still fine. Some people said that, Nahid, I speak 70%, 80% of the bar. That's fine. That also works as long as, if you're getting a good score, there's nothing to talk about really, isn't it? So keep working hard, okay? Australia has opened its borders, lots of peers coming along, lots of invitations everywhere. So it's a very exciting time in Australia. So get your score, make your mom happy, make your dad happy, make your family happy, get your PT score, get your PR, okay? And we want to see, okay, we want to see the other side, okay, the bright side of your, I'm talking about the bright side of Australia, okay? So just try hard, you will get your score. Good luck. Thank you very much.